What's up and aloha, everybody? I am back. I have returned with another story. Um, Now I want to make a statement about the comment that Dan Da made a few minutes ago on my last video uh, about um, about Joshua Snell. Um, I appreciate all the comments that I get from all my viewers because I want to make sure that every video that I make is has a good quality sound as far as my voice so that you can hear what I'm saying. I know I have added music to most of my videos and some of them have been a little bit too loud. Some of them were kind of distracting. So I'm going to get away from the music for a while and just focus on my voice and focus on what I have to say about the people in the book and focus on the words, from the book is for right now. And, so nobody would have to worry about that because I have been getting a lot of comments and complaints about my voice and the music clashing with each other from other viewers. So Dan, this one's for you as well as the other one. So this is what I'm going to focus on because look I look up to a lot of the comments from my viewers. I want to make you guys happy. I want to make sure that you guys get the best of the quality from all of my videos. All right. So this one today, I'm going to get right to it, is about a young man named Gerald Smith. He was at the age of 22 when he disappeared. He went missing on 05/01/2009 in Terre, Haute, Indiana. Terre Haute, Indiana is located on the border with Illinois and approximately 130 miles south of Lake Michigan. The city is the home of Indiana State University with the Wabash River running along the western end of town and the western side of the campus. In May 2009, Gerald Smith was a senior major in insurance and risk management. He was set to graduate at the end of the month. On April 30th, 2009, Gerald went out with friends drinking at a few bars in town. He was last at the Ballyhoo Tavern at 900 Chestnut Street, a location that is surrounded by campus buildings. At 12:40 a.m. on May 1st, Gerald was seen outside the bar by a professor and offered a ride home. He politely refused. He was last seen walking southbound on 9th Street. The location that Gerald was last seen is just under a mile east of the Wabash River and the western side of the university. It was the evening of May 1st that friends and family started to miss Gerald. They could not find the young man. Excuse me. And he was reported missing. For 3 straight days, students and law enforcement mounted lengthy searches. Sorry about that, guys. Lengthy searches on and around the campus and river. They found nothing. The county sheriff specifically sent their horses mounted unit onto the banks of the Wabash River, looking for recent tracks or marks showing someone went through the river, but they found nothing again. The Wabash River flows south from Terre Haute. On May 8th, 2009, 50 miles south of Terre Haute, a citizen spotted what looked like a body in the Wabash River. It was Gerald. It was reported that he was wearing all the clothing he was last seen in, and he had his wallet in his pocket. An autopsy was conducted the following day. It was stated that he died by accidental drowning. His blood alcohol level was not released. The question that I continued to ask myself: how did Gerald get to the other side of the campus and enter the river? There was almost a mile between him and the closest riverbank. The more difficult question is, did Gerald enter the river in Terre, Haute and get carried 50 miles downstream in the current? If he if he made that 50-mile trip, he didn't he did it without losing his wallet and or any clothing. And that's it on that one. Um, yeah, like this story is just as crazy as mostly all the others because once again he went out partying with some friends. They were going to a bunch of bars, which is where most of them start from, and they end up leaving a bar when they actually vanish without a trace. And this happens with a lot of David Paulides' cases, where most college kids always seem to be coming from a bar, and they always seem to be wanting to walk back to campus or their place of living, by themselves. They never want to catch a ride with anyone. They always say that they'll either stop off at a friend's house and say hi, but they never make it there. So somewhere between point A and point B, they always seem to disappear. Now, the biggest question to me is, who did he encounter or what did he encounter for him to just vanish without a trace? Okay, there was no sign of any kind of struggle anywhere. There was hardly any footprints, I believe. They said they tracked him, but had little success. The crazy thing is, out of all the people that always end up with just their underwear on with no shoes, this guy ends up with all his clothes on and his wallet in his pocket. So therefore, whoever did what they did to him didn't want his money, or whatever did what they did to him. The question is who, what, where, when, and how, or mainly who, what, and how. Basically, those are the three main words in all these cases. Now, typically when they found the body and did an autopsy, they mentioned accidental drowning, and the only reason why they said that is because I'm pretty sure you all know this. Know why? Is because they couldn't find the cause of death. So to appease the parents and the family members and the friends, what they did was they told them something that they know they would have believed because of the fact it was coming from them, and they are the experts, right? You can't be too much of an expert if you can't seem to figure out the cause of death. But it's not their fault because this happens with a lot of cases. And whoever or whatever is doing this, it has got to be some sort of mind power that they're using to kill these people without being able to touch them. That's my opinion, because that's what it's all leading to. Some sort of mental power that can get inside a person's brain, rupture it, or cause the nerves that are connected to every part of the body, therefore connected to the brain, causes it to go haywire, malfunction, and somehow cause some type of trauma in the body, in every part of the body, and they end up dying from the trauma. But the only problem is there's no sign of trauma in the body, so it's got to be some sort of mental trauma. I don't know if they ever check the brain or anything, but there's never any entry wound in the skull to state that they either messed with the brain or they took the brain. So I'm thinking someone was able to phase the brain out of the person's head, because you can't live without your own brain. You can't live without the mind. Once you take the brain from the body, that's it. You're a lifeless corpse, which is what they always seem to find near these bodies of water. A lifeless corpse with no reason for them to even be dead in the first place, as far as the cause. So, with that being said, to all of the autopsy experts, police departments, whoever is watching this video, if you are a police officer or if you are an autopsy expert, check the brain, or at least check the inside of the skull to even see that the brain is even in there. I mean, a lot of strange things are happening with these people. They're turning up dead for no apparent reason, and there is no reason for them to be dead because there's no cause of death. So I'm thinking it's got to be some type of internal killing, which means somebody has a very intense type of mind power that can attack the brain, therefore causing you to die from some sort of inner brain trauma. So if you're out there and if you're listening, check the brain. All you gotta do is just slice open that skull the same way Scylla did in Heroes. Take it off, look at the brain to see if there's any type of ruptures in it. Maybe, I don't know. It could be. It can't be any kind of tumor. It can't be excuse me. It can't be a um uh I don't know, cerebral hemorrhage. I don't know what it could be, but that's got to be what it is. I don't know. It could be. That's just my opinion. But as far as the ones that actually disappear without a trace and they're never found, that's another problem in of itself. And hopefully I will come across one of these stories in the next couple of weeks, and maybe it'll be somebody that just seemed to vanish, like that guy I talked to you about before, Sean Higgins. He disappeared without a trace, and there was no sign of him anywhere. There was, they had the campsite where he was at, but there was no indication that he was even in any of those areas that they checked. So, what could be doing this? I don't know, and I hope one day we will find out. But like I said, if you want to find out anything about these cases or these stories, you know where to go. Come to Insane Disappearances. I will be here reading these cases. All you gotta do is keep your eyes and your ears open and ready to hear something that is going to rock your brain and blow your mind. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to do that. For all the ones that live outside the U.S. and they have to pay these exorbitant prices for shipping costs, if you don't want to do, you don't want to have, if you don't want to pay that, if you may be a person that don't really like to read, if you like audible books, here I am right here. I'm just more of a live version of it. So you know where to come. Right here. A sobering coincidence. So with that being said, I just want to wish everyone out there a happy new year. I hope on New Year's Eve you guys had one hell of a party and had a lot of drinks, had a lot of fun, and maybe even got lucky. I know I did, but that's a whole nother story that ain't got nothing to do with this. But anyway, the point is, hope you guys have a happy new year. I hope the new year is going to be bright for a lot of you, a lot of my viewers, and you too, Kim Star 66, Dan DA. Love you guys. Got another subscriber, so I just want to say welcome, and I hope that you like the stories that I am promoting here on my channel. And if the music is getting a little too much for you to where you got to try and focus on one or the other, I apologize for that. So I'm gonna get better. I'm still new at this. I would love to get me a microphone that'll help me do what I need to do for my channel, and purchase a camcorder that would probably be a lot better, because right now I'm using my phone. So, but then a lot of people start off, different in a lot of areas. They start off using their phone, they start off using a little small camcorder, and then when they get to a point where they can buy more, and hopefully one day I will get paid to do this, even though that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to educate people, and promote awareness to what's going on in our national parks, national forests, in urban and rural areas. Some of them may be in our backyard. Okay, we had children disappear right here in the state that I live in the state of Georgia. And there was a young man named, his last name was Tompkins. He disappeared back in 2002. He was never found. All they found was a bushel of change on the ground and one sneaker, but no Thompson or Tompkins or whatever. I can't remember his name. I gotta look his name up. But anyway, the whole point is, stay tuned. I will return with more cases, more stories. So, without further ado, aloha, mahalo, and hui ho. Peace out, guys. Be safe, be blessed, and I'll see you later.